Hello, everyone. I would like to start with two questions. Did you all know that the last decade was the hottest in 125,000 years, with the 10 warmest years in the historical record, all occurring since 2010? Also, did you know that we are losing 1.2 trillion tons of ice each year? Well, it's true. And the reason behind this is the burning of fossil fuels that releases carbon dioxide, and they are the largest driver of global climate change. My name is Parimla Bharati, and I'm a senior Power BI developer at Colaberry. And I'm excited to share with you today my insights on the critical topic of global fossil fuel energy production and consumption. Fossil fuels are non-renewable sources of energy that are formed from the decomposition of carbon-based, that are formed from the decomposition of buried carbon-based organisms that died millions of years ago. They currently provide us 80% of world's energy, and they have also played a crucial role in driving progress of technology, society, and economics. However, they have significant negative impacts on the environment, including water and air pollution, greenhouse gas emissions, melting of polar ice caps and glaciers, rising sea levels, ocean acidification, and health problems that are leading to millions of premature deaths each year. According to recent data, fossil fuel energy production and consumption have gone up by 59% and 35% since 2001. So China and the US, who consume 28% and 15% of global energy respectively, highlight the need for transitioning away from fossil fuels to reduce the dependency on them. This report provides an overview of global fossil fuel energy production and consumption. And as per this report, the top five producers of fossil fuel energy are China, United States, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and India. Whereas the top five consumers of fossil fuel energy are China, United States, Russia, India, and Japan. For my project, I converted a data set containing data on coal, oil, and gas production and consumption from cubic meters and tons to kilowatt hour for standardized energy measurement. Then I created a calendar table for time series analysis, and I have also created a measure table to store all the relevant measures needed for the analysis. And I have created one more table that is production versus consumption, that is for my waterfall chart. And I have included one more data set that is country continent to show the category for continent, as I had only country in my original data set, and have created the relationship between these tables. Coming to the key performance indicators, the main KPIs in my reports includes the average production and consumption for fuel, coal, gas, and oil, with the sub-KPIs for the year-over-year changes in production and consumption of each. The production indicator is green when the production year-over-year value is higher than 0, and it is red when production year-over-year value is less than 0, indicating whether fuel production is sufficient to meet the demand. Whereas the consumption indicator, it is red when consumption year-over-year is higher than 0, and it is green when consumption year-over-year is less than 0, highlighting the potential for increased global warming and air pollution. This is the Power BI dashboard that I have created for my project. I have taken the years from 2001 to 2019, and I have used a slicer for it. And my first chart is a line and a clustered column chart, which represents average fuel production and average fuel consumption in the bars, and the light colored lines represents the production year-over-year values of coal, gas, and oil, and the dark colored lines represents the consumption year-over-year values for coal, or gas, and oil. And this is categorized by year. My second chart is the same line and clustered column chart, but this is categorized by continent, which can be further drilled down into countries. Since my dashboard is slow, I will go to the next chart. That is, see, now it has drilled down to country. The next chart that I have used in my dashboard is a waterfall chart, and I have used this chart to display the difference between production and consumption. So if production is higher than consumption, then it is green. And if consumption is higher than production, then it is red. My fourth chart is a scatter plot chart, and I have used this chart to display fuel production year over year and fuel consumption year over year. And this is also a drill down chart, which is categorized by continent and drilled down to country. And the size of the bubble represents the consumption of fuel year over year, and the color of the bubble represents the production of fuel year over year. And my last chart is the visual map chart. And this chart represents the average fuel production and average fuel consumption across the globe, with the size of the bubble representing the production and the color of the bubble representing the consumption of fuel. Coming to the positive insight, my first positive insight is Europe gas consumption in 2009 has decreased 12.1% compared to the previous year. So previous year, 2008, Europe gas consumption was increased by 2%, and this was because of a recession that happened in 2009 in Europe. My second positive insight is coal consumption in Americas decreased by 11.5% in the year 2015, while in 2014, it only decreased by 0.6%. My third positive insight is fossil fuel production in Oceania continent exceeded its consumption every year from 2001 to 2019. Coming to the negative insights, America's coal consumption in 2013 increased by 3.9% compared to the previous year, 2012, where the consumption was decreased by 10.5%. The second negative insight is Europe's gas consumption increased by 14.2% in 2010, following a 12.1% decrease in 2009. So this is 2010, and in 2009, it has decreased by 12.1%. My third negative insight is Europe's fossil fuel consumption exceeded its production every year from 2001 to 2009. So to reduce the fossil fuel consumption, and for my suggestion for all these negative insights would be like major consumers should use renewable energy, and they should improve the energy efficiency and support public transportation and telecommuting, promote the use of electric vehicles, encourage ecotourism, and invest in renewable energy projects like solar panels. So these actions can effectively reduce carbon emissions and promote sustainable development. Let's say goodbye to fossil fuels, embrace renewables for a brighter future. My strategies: reduce emissions, cut costs, and bring economic benefits. Let's act now and create a cleaner, healthier world. The future is renewable, and let's make it happen. Thank you for your time and attention.
Like a flight with no visa, first class with the seat back, I still see ya.